I am Ruth-Ann Thorn, and I've been an art dealer for more than 2 decades, working with artists from all over the world. I've always wondered, do artists create from within, or are they influenced by their surroundings? And why do they choose where they live? What do they get from their environment? If they were to live somewhere else, would their art be different? These are the questions we will answer as we explore cities across the country in Art of the City. Welcome to Art of the City, Santa Fe, New Mexico, known for the most amazing art from all over the world, but specifically for Native American art. And today we're going to go into 4 awesome artist studios that are all Native American from different parts of Indian country. So stay tuned and join us for Art of the City, Santa Fe. Today we're going to meet an amazing art legend here in Santa Fe, George Rivera. And you can see one of his sculptures here. I'm going to go into his studio, but this should be one of the most exciting interviews I've ever given. George, thank you so much for having me here, and your studio is amazing. Like walking through, I'm just completely blown away. But I wanted to come here because I really wanted to hear, your story and hear what inspires you.
When I decided at an early age that it wasn't just all about the art market for me, that the art had to have meaning and it had to have an impact on my community first and then beyond that.
You've got a lot of different subject matter within the work, but what do you pull from?
Where I live is the biggest inspiration, and so I live in the Pueblo, and our traditions are very much something that I want to express, and so I do buffalo dancers, deer dancers. I've done different animals. I had this concept for an artistic building and sculptures, and collaborated with several artists in the 8 northern Pueblos, and we ended up turning it into a cultural center with a museum, and built with Pueblo style of architecture, and it became an amazing art training place for the natives in this area. So
you've lived here pretty much your whole life. Have you seen, I know Santa Fe is like the art mecca pretty much, besides New York and maybe LA, but have you seen any changes, or what are your thoughts on Santa Fe?
You're not going to find another city like Santa Fe.
It's true.
And it's so unique in how close the tribes are surrounding the city. It's the native culture and the Spanish culture and the mixing of the cultures that is respected, and that has been retained in this area that makes it so strong.
I know that you've had some hardships, and I want to know, maybe you can share what you feel comfortable sharing, about that?
Yeah, a few years ago I lost my son to a tragic car accident where it was an innocent accident. Somebody had a heart attack and crashed into our babysitter, and my son was paralyzed, and he lived for 14 months, but his injuries in his spinal cord were too much, and he couldn't make it. And then we talked to him about what does he want to be known by, and he happened to be an amazing hoop dancer. After he passed away, we were all very hurt and just, kind of didn't know how to really get out of that dark spot. I did a couple of paintings of him, and then I did a sculpture of him. And so I figured, to take his energy and his legacy and put it into a medium that I have that I can respond to.
this foundation that you've set up and what's happening tonight?
The Lightning Boy Foundation, the goal is to teach young kids, Native Americans, how to hoop dance. My son who passed away, we wanted to keep his story going, and so we founded the Dance Foundation in his name. And so with these fundraisers, we pay for the children's their outfits, we pay for their travel for them to go and compete in Phoenix at the Herd Museum. It's a painting of Valentino Sigawino. This is a lightning bolt which represents his Tewa name, his Indian name, Sigawino. And he was a hoop dancer. And so this is when he was 6 years old. And every time he created the world and then had it up in the air and then set it down, he would jump over it.
Wow, that's incredible. That's really, like, to me, I feel like he's in the heavens. Mm-hmm. You know, you really feel that he has joy, and it's a powerful piece.